What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And today, I want to talk about a YouTuber by the name of Swirlz. All right, and Swirlz is a YouTuber. I believe that she is from the New York City area, and just like her name implies, she is a woman who is black, and her last name is Swirlz, which means that she's into dating white men. Now, she is one of the more controversial YouTubers in what we would consider the black sector. I've been in the black sector for 5 years. I'm a black sector YouTuber. I am a manosphere YouTuber first and foremost, but then I'm also in the black sector and black YouTube. Most people, if not all people, don't know me, right? They know me, O'Shea. And a lot of people do know who Swirlz is. And she's known for some of her commentary towards black men, and especially when things like this happen with regards to George Floyd. Now, one of the videos and two of the streams I'm going to talk about, if you can see the title of the show, He Couldn't Breathe, Let His Becky March, right? And she also had the George Floyd Can't Breathe call-in show. Now, I mean, number one, like, not only is that like very insensitive to have a show called that, but let's just talk about this. It just can show how petty and hateful some of us can be. We're not even looking at the fact that this person has a family, that this person has people that they love. And let's say, for example, if this was Swirlz's brother or her son, I'm more than positive that she wouldn't want somebody to make a show called that, right? And a lot of times as content creators, we have to be careful in, and I've had situations like this where I kind of told the line, but we got to make sure that we are careful in how we relate stuff, because these are people who have families, right? But needless to say, Swirlz's biggest argument and problem was she felt sorry for George Floyd, but once she found out that he had a white woman, she didn't feel sorry for him. She said, let his Becky march for him. In other words, don't come to me looking for your support. So let's just use that logic, right? Swirlz, her last name is Swirlz. So it's totally okay for her as a black woman to get with white men. But you then have a problem with black men getting with white women. Like, you can support black women getting with white men, right? But because a black man has a white girlfriend, the black community shouldn't support, or maybe you shouldn't support, sister shouldn't support him. Let his white woman walk for him. Now, I'm pretty sure if the shoe was on the other foot and a black woman had met the same demise as George Floyd, and if some black men would say, let Brad march for her, a lot of you will be calling black men hateful. It's hate speech. The video should be flagged down. But this is where some people are at, right? And I want to talk about why George Floyd, regardless of if he had a white woman or not, or even if this would have happened to, let's say, Swirlz, right? And she's with a white man, black people should still support her or George Floyd. The reason why it is because it's happening to a person that is black. And this is where a lot of black people, we look at things with a very narrow-minded aspect, or should I say perspective. We're looking at things with this perspective, and we're not looking at the fact that if something like this happens to another black person, and we say let the white people march for us, well, we know typically that might not always be the case, right? But as a community, we got to understand we do have brothers and sisters that are in interracial relationships for whatever reason. All right, we got people in the black community that are gay. We got people in the black community that are married or dating a white person or a non-black person. We have people in our community that are atheists, that are Jehovah's Witness, that are Muslim, that are Baptist, that are Catholic, that may even worship other gods you guys don't like. That's where we're at. But one thing we are united by is, especially African Americans, we are united by the culture, right? We're united by, we're the same people, we have the same story, and if something that affects you negatively will affect me, or it can affect me, while it may not affect me today, it could affect me in a negative way. That's the whole point. If things or doors are open for black people or African Americans, by default, I'm going to be able to open those. I'm going to be able to benefit from those doors being open, or my children are going to benefit from those doors being open. And let's say if Crystal Swirlz had a baby by even a Caucasian man, and shout out to Ilya Movement for saying this, the child is still going to be looked at as a black male. Would you feel that same way if your mulatto son got attacked by the police and a knee was put on his neck? You wouldn't feel that way, right? So George Floyd, just because he was in a relationship with a white person or a white woman, that doesn't mean that we don't stand up for him, because the police didn't know that. The police didn't say, you know what? You got a black wife, we're gonna put our knee on your neck. Or you have a white wife. The police didn't care about that. All they saw was this person is black. All right? And let me also talk about this. Not every black person who dates interracially has a bad attitude towards black people. All right? Now, I do see it in some of these, communities where you have, let's say, swirlers, or what one would consider, the anti-black dating women communities. Those people can't be saved, all right? And I feel a lot of them just don't like African Americans. A lot of them don't like black women. And you just really can't help those people. Unfortunate as it is, but you just cannot help them, right? But there are a lot of people who are dating white men, black women, or white men, white women, whoever else. And they just happen to be like, that's who I'm dating. It's not that I don't like black women, or I wouldn't date black men, or I'm totally against it. I just happen to be dating one. Like, for example, there's a young lady by the name of Gina. I did a response video to her. She married an Asian guy at one point, but that was the first Asian guy she was married to. She just happened to be in an interracial marriage with this guy. It doesn't mean that they hate black people or they have a sour connotation towards blacks. A lot of times we think because somebody is dating a black person, that they hate blacks. It's not true. All right? You got guys from Africa. I see them all the time in Poland, Germany, or whatever. They're dating white girls left and right, but that don't mean that they wouldn't date their own women. They just, some people are just attracted to more than one race. Not everybody's gonna be like me, where I'm just I don't date nobody but black people, right? That's just me. But we always want to act like because a person dates somebody that is black or dates somebody that is non-black, that they hate the black people. It's not true. It could just be their location, their demographic, they work with somebody like that, and that's just where they are right now. All right? It doesn't mean that they don't like the black community or they hate black people or whatever. All right? Some of our people, and I may not the most interracial person in the world. Frederick Douglass had a white wife. Sidney Poitier had a white wife. You know, I mean, Robert Smith, the billionaire, got a white wife. You know, there have been other famous actors in the civil rights movements that were married to white women. It's just what it is, right? So we gotta get out of that mindset, right? That, you know, because you're a black person interracially married. Now, if we're talking about like if you're married to, you know, and should you be a leader in the black community, then my answer for that is no. No, I don't want to see people married to non-black people complaining about white supremacy, or like, I don't want to hear that from you. All right, because you already married out of the community. Like, don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about racism and all that stuff. I mean, you know, I don't want to hear those pro-black stances from your ass. But other than that, we got to get out of that mindset, all right? And anyways, like I said, I really, really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell. I hope, seriously, that, you know, Crystal gets all the help and love she can get from some damn body, right? So if you want to, go check out the streams. I'll put them in the comments. They are graphic, but I just want you to hear for yourself, man. So actually, as I said, the buffoonery remained at an all-time high. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Go to the first comment pinned to the top. Get all my information there. Peace.